Now there's a way to discuss today's topic delicately and with thought out ideas and taking language and using it to your fullest advantage to be able to talk to your audience and be able to kind of sift through the ups and the downs and the negatives, the positives, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I'm just annoyed. So this is going to be me defending Samus Aran. Yeah, Nintendo babe. Yeah, you know, from Metroid. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. A while back, I made a video that was all about Samus Aran and all the heat that the character was getting for all of a sudden wearing heels in the new Smash Brothers. I did a video that essentially was just like a top 5 reasons why you shouldn't bother there's better things to talk about. If you want to get into sexism in video games and all that stuff that is such a hot topic right now, you can kind of talk about that endlessly. I mean, there's so many examples that you can use that would be considered sexist. And in all honesty, they proved their point as to why the heels were necessary. So if you haven't seen that video, go over here and click this little link right here and you'll be able to take a look at it and listen for yourself. So this is kind of a part 2, if you will, but not in regards to the same subject. Sort of. So a couple months ago, while they were still unveiling new information about the new Smash Brothers game, it was revealed that Samus would get an alternate costume. Now, what is that alternate costume, you might ask? Well, it's one of the costumes that she's never worn before in a game, so to speak. She's worn this costume in, I guess you could say, reward pictures. So when you beat the game, the whole point of Metroid, and we'll get into this a little bit down the road, the whole point of Metroid is you play through this game, and the faster you are at beating the game, the reward was just different pictures of Samus or different images or video of Samus in different costumes or different outfits or whatever. And so I believe it was Metroid Zero Mission or Fusion, one of the two, not sure, but so the picture is essentially just her in a pair of shorts and like a halter top of some kind of sorts. Not a big knowledgeable guy as far as clothing goes. Well, a lot of people on the internet started saying, oh, this is sexist, and here we go again. So attacking Nintendo for basically saying that Samus's alternate costume is sexist. So these are the top 5 reasons why the costume is not sexist. So number 5, logically speaking, the outfit makes sense in a fighting game. Here's the thing. If you compare all the other outfits that Samus has, okay, so let's go with the first one, the main one, her battle armor that she's always had, she always wears. Now, keep in mind, this is an alternate costume for not Samus, but Zero Suit Samus. Samus, I believe, doesn't have an alternate costume, other than like different shades of colors of her costume for the main armor. Now, big, bulky, has tons of weapon upgrades and all this other stuff, and it's great. It's awesome. However, in Smash Brothers, back in Smash Brothers Brawl, you were able to play as Zero Suit Samus if you use the Smash Ball to transform into her. So here's the thing about that. The attacks that she was using were a lot more ninja-esque, I guess you could say. There was a lot more focus on jumping and twirling and going all over the place. Now, logically speaking, if you're in a skin-tight leather outfit, catsuit, whatever you want to call it, like she is in the Zero suit, it, I would say, is even more sexist than these alternate costumes. I would say these alternate costumes are pretty normal. And we'll get into that more as we discuss, but you know, you've got more room for being able to dry off as far as like sweat and everything. You're not like cramped in this skin tight outfit, and you have the ability to move a lot better, a lot more fluid, and be able to stretch your arms and your legs and everything in this outfit, whereas the catsuit, not so much. So logically speaking, the outfit works. It makes sense in a fighting game where you're fighting and you have to be able to be as movable as possible. And so for the character, I think it's a smart move, and I think it's a good decision and a good choice. Number 4. All right. It brings variation to Samus's wardrobe. Now, if we look back on Samus's wardrobe, she's had the power suit, which she wears, the various suit and all that, and all the various different suits that she's had over the years. Then, if you go with Zero Suit Samus and all the other suits that she has worn, like the military outfit in Metroid Other M, and even the stuff, if you want to count the manga, she's worn different outfits and stuff like that too. So it really all depends on how deep you want to go, but bottom line is she doesn't have a lot of outfits to choose from. So this is kind of a laid back, and even in the picture that you see, the picture's just kind of her laid back, just chilling, hanging out while wearing this thing. So it's not meant to be looked upon as a super sexy outfit or anything like that. So I really don't get what the big deal is about it. All right, number 3. Now this one's good. Honestly, I've seen worse outfits in the gym. I'm gonna go ahead and post a couple examples. Yeah, roll that clip. Yeah. So, as you can see, those are gym outfits that I searched for on the internet. I didn't type in slutty or sexy or anything like that. All I did was type in female gym outfits, and I got a bunch of images. I just sifted through till I found these. Let's be honest, people. Women are the fair sex. Obviously, they're much more pretty to look at. Now, whether you're straight or gay or bi or whatever your sexual preference is, it doesn't really matter. That's a fact. That's a cold, hard fact that women are the fairer sex of men or women. And so, because of that, I really don't think it's that big of a deal if we have a character who's wearing clothes that you can wear in a gym, and they actually look better than some of the other ones that have words on the butt cheeks and words on the chest and all this other stuff. I mean, Samus is pretty stripped down as far as not stripped down as far as the actual clothing, but stripped down in the sense that it's a normal outfit. It's not like pointing attention for you to look at something. So that's the thing, and I know this is really dumb that I'm talking about, this fictional character, but people get all bent out of shape over an alternate costume. And what's crazy is number 2 actually really focuses on why it's pretty insane that people aren't making a bigger stink about other things. Number 2, the reward for beating Metroid, any of the Metroid games really, is basically a practically naked Samus. I mean, we've seen her, like I said before, the faster you beat the game, the more clothing she takes off. So this was originally a design to make it well known that she was a woman, even though it was advertised that it was a male. So at first it was like kind of a gender bending sort of thing where everyone was like, oh my god, there's a woman in there. And it kind of took people by surprise. This then led to more games where she was basically taking more and more off, and somehow she got this really cold persona that she was just this evil, or merciless bounty killer, bounty hunter that just kills and has no emotion. And then Other M came out, and that's a whole nother conversation altogether. But the bottom line is that when we're trying to talk about a female character that has changed in industry, in all honesty, most female characters that are in video games wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for Samus Aran. So the fact that you get a reward for beating Metroid is a practically naked Samus, but people want to focus on an outfit that, rightfully so, is better than some of the outfits, or is more proper, I guess you could say, in a gym environment. And this is a fighting game? Come on, people. And the number one reason why there shouldn't even be a discussion about this, and the internet really just needs to shut up about it, is the outfit was designed and pushed for release by a woman. So there was a female game designer who was working on an alternate costume for Samus, and Sakurai was like, we don't have time for it, or we don't have the room for it, or whatever. And I guess they had a time crunch or something happened, and she was able to finish it, and she really pushed for it to be in the game. Okay, so a female making a costume that that other females or feminists or whatever you want to call them are considering sexist. Okay. I have one more example for you. Shulk. Yeah. Have you seen Shulk's alternate costume? He's basically in swim trunks. And there's not a lot left of imagination, but somehow feminists kind of roll over on that one. People who find that sexist? No, nobody. I'm just saying, people, kind of start thinking about this kind of stuff in a logical way and really just stop focusing on a character that isn't even real and making it out to be that it's this big focus, oh, well, because she's dressed this way, clearly she's a whore or a slut. And you wonder why this kind of stuff happens. But that's it, that's the end of my rant. And Smash Bros. Is coming out soon. I'm pumped, I'm stoked, I'm psyched. I don't really care about the alternate costumes, I just care about having some fun with some friends and beating the crap out of other Nintendo characters. So I guess the moral of the story is, people are stupid, they're gonna say stupid stuff, ignore it, and honestly, yeah, that's all I got. So, peace out, suckers, and we'll see you soon for a new Dude You Haven't Played This Game. Peace out.